Welcome, guys, to YinYangTK, and today we're going to be looking at Solo Leveling Manga Reads Part 5. And in the last part, we remember that we were talking about Jinwoo and his rise to finally becoming an S rank hunter, right? So, as the rest and hunter, we're talking about a individual that is special on its way. But just think about that. He was an E rank hunter for most of his life, right? When he first was awakened, and then after the double dungeon, um, he got a reawakening or a second awakening, in which got him even stronger. But just having those 5 stages just up is crazy. But the difference is that he is leveling up every single time. So what you're seeing right now, we're looking at we're looking at the individual, the so-called ultimate soldier, Mr. Choi, right here from the Hunters Guild. Kind of interested. He says, I don't need a manometer to see what this guy. He is a S rank, hunter. But what's so funny is that the White Tiger Guild, Beck, Mr. Beck, he actually wants to recruit Sun Jinwoo. And he noticed something. He's like, we got to get this guy. We got to get this guy in our guild. And he came running really fast, was already huffing and puffing. And then another person that was very interesting was that we saw the chairman, Gung Hee, I think Gung Hee. He is the one that was a former S ranker, kind of retired, but now he's the chairman. And he was also talking about all the other guilds that are in South Korea, right? So the guilds are like comprised of hunters, and we're looking at Hunters, Fame, White Tiger, Reaper, and Knights. And the 2 top ones right now are Hunters and the White Tiger, but the Hunters have a slight advantage, right? And then where we last saw him, we also saw that Sun Jinwoo's father is actually alive, and he actually came from a dungeon. He's kind of warning of a war that's going to come, and he looks just as strong or even stronger than his son. And we also saw his status. This is actually kind of like before, where we saw him leveling up like 15 levels. So we're kind of thinking like he is leveling up around 75, 76, and he got more and more shadow minions under his thumb, and he's just freaking awesome. He is just a very sexy man. We just have to admit that right now. So enough of that. We're going to be looking at the readings right now. We're going to be continuing the reading and seeing how far is Sun Jinwoo going to go through, right? So you already know what's going to happen. We're going to be talking about what is next for Sun Jinwoo. He's already an S rank hunter, right? But now that he didn't accept that offer from the chairman, what is that gonna happen? What's gonna happen at the end, right? So what is in store for Sun Jinwoo, right? So where we left off right now, we left off in chapter 64, and we're going to be looking at chapter 65, right? And we're just gonna go on where we left off, right? And we also want to see what other new skills that Hunter Sun Jinwoo is gonna go. Now that he's an S, rank hunter, what is next? What he still wants to become much stronger than anybody else. So that is gonna be, something that we're gonna be looking forward to. So now let's go on and let's go to chapter 65 of it. So it says, the Hunter Auction. It's an offline market for hunters to purchase and sell equipment or materials obtained from raids. There are tens of thousands of hunters in our country. The auctions is an easily accessible market for hunters to trade their equipment. The hunter's equipment is basically the same thing as their lifeline. Better equipment means that they are more protected and safe. Yeah, right. That's why E or D rank with low income are unable to completely equip themselves. So he's remembering the past when he was an E rank hunter and he couldn't get any really cool, armor or weapons. But that story changes if they are able to join a stable attack force, or a guild. Since the equipment is used by hunters is imbued with magic, even a sword used by a D rank hunters is priced at the millions of won, right? So he's remembering his inventory when he was leveling up through the system. Since a C rank or higher hunters are almost guaranteed a high income, they have almost no reason to be frugal when it comes to equipment. It goes without saying that equipment used by high rank hunters is sold for hundreds of millions of won. So you can kind of see Sun Jinwoo looking at the internet, right? I don't know. I kind of see him funny, like looking at the internet, right? And he has a really good like PC. I have to admit, right there. And he's saying, "Why so expensive?" He's kind of looking at the screen right now. Like the price of excellent equipment soars to the point that no one can purchase it, even with all their assets. He's thinking, "My current savings won't be enough." And I thought that I had saved enough money. And he's remembering, not only are fire attribute attacks become more frequent as I climb down the demon castle, the field itself is burning fiercely, so I need equipment to protect myself from the flame. Should I just try to store? But there isn't any suitable equipment here either. I guess there's no choice but to sell Orb of Avarice to purchase the artifacts that I need. So he has the item, the Orb of Avarice. So it's an item class A type magic item, an orb created by hardening blood of the high rank demon Volcan. It will amplify magic effects to deal more damage. Effect desire for destruction, double magic damage. And he continues, at least I'm able to sell it. The best artifacts can only increase the user's strength by 20 or 30%. But since the orb doubles the user's strength, it will definitely sell at the tremendous price. Since the orb isn't from somewhere weird, there is no need to sell at the black market. But there's still a problem. I need to explain how I attained the orb. So he's kind of thinking inside of his head. He says, an E-rank hunter bringing an unimaginable artifact that shouldn't exist, would that let it slide? And it's like, I'll take some time before I obtain my S rank license. Right? They wouldn't suspect me as much if I had an A rank gate entry listed in my hunter's record. But there's no way that a high rank raid team would let an E rank hunter let me join. And he's kind of clicking around the mouse and he's like, huh? There's actually a team that's currently recruiting. So it's like, this is the requested file. And I think the chairman is right there. So it says, did he take his identification photo 4 years ago? Unlike his present look, he looks very childlike. And then the guy tells the chairman, this is his hunter's record for the past 4 years he spent as the weakest among all the E ranks. This is no different than suicide. Is he a false ranker? The chairman asks, and then the guy tells him, according to the testimony of his previous colleague, that doesn't seem to be the case. But for 4 years, perhaps his S rank reawakening was not recent. And the guy that's from the monitoring division tells the chairman, then the raid members from that double dungeon incident wouldn't have been wiped out, right? Because he's saying like he wasn't a false ranker. Despite getting injured so frequently, he held on. He couldn't quit because of his mother's medical bills. What a rare young man, the chairman says. Taking care of his younger sister and his sick mother all by himself in place of his missing father. He says, Mr. Chairman, actually there has been a report that Hunter's son Jinwoo has joined a raid team already? A raid team before the Hunters Guild? And he's kind of like shocked. He was just all talk, but in reality he was actually just tempted by the Hunters Guild contract fee. According to the confirmed source, Hunter Sun Jinwoo joined a mining team instead of an attack force. It says, an S ranker working as a miner? He's a very difficult man to understand. And even said that he's like, oh, I guess it was about the money, right? He thought it was just about the money. It's like he just saw it and he's like, oh, he's gonna go. Nope. He's like, he's gonna be a miner. It's like an S ranker, but it hasn't been official. Not everybody knows. Only a certain select few people know that basically it's the chairman, the monitoring division guy, Mr. Choi, and Mr. Beck. That's it. And then also the guys that are trying to recruit him. So it's like very difficult, man. And it's like, are you an E-rank hunter? Oh, this guy, I guess he's like the boss of the miner group, and he says, yes, sir. And then you see Sun Jinwoo with his hard hat and like little light and his little uniform. Are you experienced in this line of work? He says, no, sir. What's your combat type? I'm a physical combatant. And he's like, oh, that's a relief. That's a relief right there, right? There aren't many people like you here. Don't just get nervous and work diligently. And he's like, kind of laughing. You'll be on standby and entering with us later. Don't forget your equipment, right? So he's saying that right there, to not forget it. And he's like, yes, sir. Sun Jinwoo is basically going on cognito. Nobody knows that he's an actual S rank. Since the scale of high rank dungeons is so large, the attack force is unable to handle all the work. There's this why that they divide the work accordingly. Okay. The attack force that takes care of monsters, the mining team that mines the ores within the dungeons, and the collecting team that collects the corpse of the monster. So the mining team and the collecting team enter the dungeon when all the monsters except the boss has been defeated. While it may seem like an excessive amount of manpower, modern machines that don't run on electricity don't operate inside the dungeon. So we must use unmodern methods. A pickaxe, of course. Even a pickaxe is imbued with magic, yeah? And then you see, so this is an A rank gate. I wanted to see an A rank dungeon with my own eyes, Sun Jinwoo says. I'm glad I decided to come, since I will also have to enter something like this in the near future. So now he's inside the gate. The dungeon... no, he's not inside the gate. I guess it's like the attack force right now. The dungeon this time is quite deep. It's already past the designated time. Since people have plans, it'll cause an inconvenience to other teams if we take any more time. So that's Mr. Choi right there, the S rank hunter. Come out, and then you see some monsters, popping up. I'm not a huge fan of A. Room being too bright, and he's like kind of getting his little cigarette, and he's like lighting that flame, and then he just throws that, and boom, huge firepower. Oh yeah, he literally just toasted those monsters like no tomorrow. Destruction, utter obliteration. Tankers, get into position, Mr. Choi says. A storm will be coming. Is he trying to be like Batman? So now you see the tankers with the shields, and they have them, protecting Mr. Choi from his own firepower right there. It says, I took moderation into account since we can't collect their corpses if they're roasted too well. We're not sure how deep the dungeon is, but all the nearby monsters should be burned to ashes. And everybody, the tanker's like, wow, he's so amazing. Tremendous force whenever we see him. I'll safely guide you all. So he's just like, damn, he is the ultimate soldier. The lady with the sensitive nose should be cautious of the burnt smell. So you see a lady right there. I guess she's part of the Hunters Guild. It's the attack force. Finished yet? It's like, how long has it been since you said you're almost finished? I'm certain that I'm almost finished this time. It's like, this is all for your for you, the team leader, and your members' safety. Please wait a little longer until all the monsters have been taken care of. And then the guy with the top hat guy says, that's the third time I've heard you say those words. Come on now. It's awkward if the monsters appeared in the middle of your work cause they rush their job. How about we go after a drink after work? And he's like, geez, I understand how about you leave us alone? Oh, so they're just talking to the miners that are waiting out there. It's like, the attack force is coming out. Everyone get ready. We'll be entering soon. And then Sun Jinwoo is like, all right, they're done. Those guys are the Hunters Guild, the country's strongest attack force, right? The Hunters. Choi-Gong-in, or Choi-Jong-in, I should say. Choi-Jong-in. And then, like, you kind of see, like, Jinwoo kind of, like, putting his, like, hard hat so he doesn't get noticed. Because he knows that he remembered his face. Like, number 2 of the Hunters is also coming out. That girl is, and you see, the Vice Master of the Hunters. I think I kind of see some waifu elements coming in. So now we go up to chapter 66, right? So I guess the second group is coming out, and you see a girl coming out, and it says the Vice Master of the Hunters, S rank, Cha Hei In. So Miss Cha, and by the way, she looks beautiful, and I think that is going to be the future wife of this man of Sun Jinwoo. I just have a feeling, and she's like kind of letting all this energy and aura out of her, and she's like, I wonder how many women there are in the world with such energy. She's at least Choi Gung In's level, even higher than that. Oh, so even higher than Mr. Choi right there. And he says like she may even be on similar level than to Go Gung Hee, which is the chairman, Go Gung Hee. And then you see Miss Cha kind of looking around. It's like, what's going on? I felt a strong presence. Was I mistaken? I thought that the chairman Go Gung Hee was here for a moment. The presence completely disappeared without a trace. There's no way that a busy man like the chairman will come visit. And then now she has like a sort of like a handkerchief blocking her face and her mouth. She's sharper than I thought. It's like, okay, it's finally our turn. Let's do our best, minor team. What's wrong, Mr. Sung? We should go in. It says, yes, sir. Inside of an A rank gate was huge. The rank of a gate is not determined by the rank of the monsters, but through the measurement of the waves of magical energy. If the waves of the magical energy are estimated to be high, the scale of the dungeon has to measure up as well. If the scale of the dungeon and amount of magic energy is what determines a gate's rank, even if there are a bunch of low-level monsters, it is possible to release a high-level wave of magical energy. So it's just saying like it doesn't have to be all strong monsters. So even if there are a low-level monsters, it is possible to release a high-level wave of magical energy. Yeah, all right. However, if the dungeon is filled with hordes of insignificant monsters, they couldn't release a wave of magic energy matching that of an A rank. It could be possible for B rank gate, but an A rank gate is filled with powerful monsters. So now Sun Jinwoo is entering in. Wind in a dungeon. This is no ordinary wind. The waves of magic energy. It must be coming from the boss. God, have you guys heard? There's a new recruit. He's an E rank. Oh, they're talking like bad about Sun Jinwoo. What? They recruited an E rank? That's right. What on earth was the team leader thinking? Can an E rank hunter even control their strength properly? It's like, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not sure we can finish today's work on time. Like you see Sun Jinwoo was like, oh great. They're talking crap about me behind my back. And E rank are faced with discrimination wherever they end up. Well, it's not like I'll be sticking around for long. And then this guy kind of bumps his shoulder with Sun Jinwoo. Hey, let's pick up the pace, telling him. And then it's like, don't you stand there when the path is so. And then you see Sun Jinwoo kind of like looking at him. It's like that demeanor. And he's like, oh, never mind. It happens from time to time. Oh, yeah, he's scared. Is he really an E rank? Yeah. 1, 2. It says, so now they're like kind of taking all the burnt monsters away. The collecting team who entered the dungeon before the mining team is already at work. The attack force will enter the dungeons first and eliminate every monster except for the boss. The collecting team will enter next to pick up the corpses, and the mining team will enter last to mine the orgs. To maximize the profit, you can't leave out any parts in this process. Mana and magic crystals are obvious, but there are even corpses of high rank monsters is profitable. It can be used as materials for a variety of tools. Bones, leather, flesh, etc. There isn't a single part to throw away from a high rank monster corpse. That's the difference between the monster in a low rank and high rank dungeons. So low rank and high rank dungeons are completely different. And also the amount of treasures that you can get and the drops. Can't believe even a corpse of a monster is profitable. Sun Jinwoo is thinking, when they finish extracting every possible source of money, the attack force will finally kill the boss to shut down the gate. These 4 things must be done correctly to announce that they've cleared the high rank dungeon perfectly. You must be stunned since this is your first time experiencing an A rank dungeon. He's like the boss is telling Sun Jinwoo, the minor boss. Yes, the monsters are bigger than I expected. All the monsters have been eliminated, but the boss was left alone, right? That's correct. They can't kill the boss since the gate will close. The boss won't eliminate The boss won't be eliminated until the collecting team and the mining team have finished their work. What happens if the boss leaves its nest? Those kinds of situations are very rare. Everyone here will die. Oh, he's not sugarcoating it. No sugarcoating it whatsoever. Are you not scared by the horrifying monster that looming behind your back? And Sun Jinwoo was like, not at all. I worked for the Hunters Guild for 3 years and I've never been in an incident. So it's like, oh, Sun Jin was asking if the boss is afraid. Oh, that's hilarious. So the boss says, no, nothing has happened. Ignorance is the bliss sometimes, Sun Jinwoo says. Even though the boss is dormant, it's releasing enough magic energy to make one body shudder. The boss levels above the Vulcan and Medus, Mr. Choi and Cha are impressive to be able to slay such bosses. But the perfectly organized A-rank raid team is just as impressive. That must be why accidents have never occurred before and why they can clear such a dungeon safely. It's not just the strength of manpower, but it's also the skill and expertise obtained through many experiences. So now you see Sun Jinwoo kind of mining right there. He is mining. Oh my gosh, look at those muscles just working right there. And then one of the miners says, team leader, didn't you say that this was his first time? It's like, yeah, I did. Is he really an E rank? His work rate skills are not normal. He is just he's almost like in a commercial of like a hard hat commercial right there. Of course, I've checked his license. Do you think I would accept a stranger without checking their license first? Then how do you explain this? He's like literally mining, and you see these two people barely like making a dent on those freaking crystals right there, mana crystals. Mr. Sung is surely a miner blessed from the heavens. I really have an eye for people. And then people says, it's lunchtime. Let's all take a break to eat. Yes. Aren't you coming as well, Mr. Sung? And then Sunjin was like, no, I'm fine. I already ate. Oh, then you can do as you please. So now the miners are going out for their lunch, and now Sunjin was like, I'm finally left alone. Drop the pickaxe. I can't miss an opportunity like this. I have 1 hour for free time. There we go. And now he literally is speeding deeper into the dungeon. I'll just take a quick peek and come back. So he's going deeper to the dungeon, and now he sees it's like a giant type boss. So you see one of the bosses right there. It's like, it's strong, definitely stronger than Medus. So he's kind of like summoning his weapon right now. It says, my current strength, will it be enough? But my inner conscious is telling me that this is wrong. Should I just cut it up? So he's like, his conscious like, oh, I might be like doing something wrong because you're taking a monster essentially from the guild, and that's called stealing. The gate will start to shut down the moment I kill the boss, and the Hunters Guild will take a huge loss. So he thinks this is the boss right there. It's like, and someone says, what are you doing over there? Oh, what happened? Someone said something. Did Sun Jinwoo get found out? Well, we're gonna find out on chapter 67. So chapter 67 is like, all right, I asked you a question. Oh, it's like, oh, he actually it's like he almost got caught. What was I thinking? And he actually made his weapon disappear. That was a close call. And you see that he was about to use it. I got lost and somehow I ended up here. Oh, so it's Miss Cha right there. Are you part of the mining team? That's where the boss resides. Please step back. I was like, Cha he in. She's not normal. She was able to get on my back. Yeah. So it's like, oh, was I hallucinating? He was definitely holding a weapon. It's like, please leave quickly. If you were to aggregate the boss, a lot of people will die. I was like, okay, sorry. So now he's going away, and now something is like surprising Miss Cha right there, and is like, hey, hold on a second, huh? Is she smelling? There's no stench. Like, she's getting a little too close to personal space to Sun Jinwoo. She's all like happy. It's like, is there a problem? Are you really a hunter? So she just grabbed the like little like hunter license right there. It's like E rank, international hunter's license. It's a Sun Jinwoo rank, E rank. Korean Hunters Association has approved. Jinwoo, look at his little baby face. Sun Jinwoo, she says. Never mind, just be careful. The dungeon is huge after all. She's like, I need to calm down a little bit. And then Hunter Sunji was like, yeah, okay. Are we gonna forget the fact that you just were like 1 foot away from me and you started smelling me for no reason? Yeah, let's pretend like that didn't happen. Was it because his rank was too low? He didn't stink? And it's like, no, rather he smelled nice. Oh, here we go. She's getting a little kinky there. Just saying. But I think it's more like her kind of sixth sense. Like she can sense nothing wrong with Sun Jinwoo because, well, I guess we're gonna find out. And now he's like, oh, the mind leader says, oh, so you got lost and met Hunter Cha? Aren't you a lucky guy? It's rare to even get to talk to her once. And he's like, yeah. It's like Hunter Cha went on patrol since she was nervous that the boss might leave the nest. Patrolling even during her break. She must be a very cautious lady. That's why she was there, Hunter Sun Jinwoo said. The mining team can laugh like this since they never saw a boss or felt like magic power. It's understandable for an attack force members to be anxious since they know how scary a boss is. Hunter Cha is able to smell a certain scent from hunters and is apparently quite foul. A scent from hunters, Sun Jinwoo says? It's like, they say that it's some sort of unique physiology. Alright. That's why she covers her nose with a handkerchief. Isn't she quite unusual? It's apparently hard to breathe near hunters. It's like, that is why, Hunter Sun Jinwoo says. She asked me if I was a hunter because she was smelling me. And then he's remembering what the ice elf said to him. Is it a similar context to before? Like the elf that was saying like there was a voice in his head constantly saying to kill humans. So it was like, not having a special smell like other hunters and no voices ordering monsters to kill me. It's like, it's because I became a player. So the sole existence to receive the system's benefits. Just what is a player? And then it's like, good work, Mr. Sun. Always getting payday. You were pretty good. I thought you brought an excavator or something watching you you mine monocrystals like that. He's like, thank you, sir. Oh, that's funny. Thanks to you, you were able to finish the job in 2 hours ahead of time. I didn't think that you would be finished before collecting the team. And then the guy that he bumped into, he's kind of nervous a little bit. I met a lot of people while working this job, and this is my first time meeting someone like you. You're very talented in mining. Oh dear, Sun Jinwoo says. I don't usually say things like this, but do you want to work under me by any chance? I'll take good care of you. It's like, I'm thankful for your kind words, Sun Jinwoo says, but I already have another job lined up. Oh, that's a shame. Then how about tomorrow? Can you come to work tomorrow as well? And then he's thinking about it. Sun Jinwoo is like, pre-evaluation is in 2 days, so there is a point of working a miner again. I roughly understood the dungeon clearing process. Wait, tomorrow as well? The Hunters Guild is going to raid tomorrow again, right? Of course, it's another A rank gate, but it will be a B team instead of an A team tomorrow. A B team? Do they divide their forces in half to clear an A rank dungeon? So it's like, that's the power of the Hunters Guild, miner leader says. The Hunters Guild is probably the only guild in Korea that can split their forces into 2 teams to clear an A rank dungeon. Where should I show up tomorrow? Sun Jinwoo says. Oh, it's like, you made the right choice, Mr. Sung. I'll talk to the person in charge and ask you to double your pay. It'll be worth to double pay someone that can do the work of 5 men. And he's like, oh, thank you so much, Sun Jinwoo says. I came here since you asked me to eat together, but why Pork Belly? Oh, so this is another place. Huh? Are you looking down on Pork Belly? This is the place where Boss and I shared our memory. It's like, so why did you bring me to your cherished place? Oh, so this woman, Ho Yu Su Yun. So it's Yu Jin Ho's cousin. Okay, so it's the girl. The talk with my father went well. Okay, telling a cousin. What, really? Then are you going to be the guild master? I need the boss cooperation for that. Just who is this boss person? Hyung Min is like boss, saying it in Korean. Look at this. Boss has been avoiding all my calls. And look at like the text messages. Unable to pick up your call at the moment. I'll get back to you later. Unable to pick up your call in the moment. I'll get back to you later. That's hilarious. Like 5 messages right there. He told me that he won't be able to reach me for some time, but it's already been over a week. There's been times where he hasn't picked up the phone only for 3 or 4 days. A week is just too much, he says. And it's like, are you in a relationship with him or something? Stop acting creepy, the cousin says. Since the shooting hasn't finished yet, I'll have to wait until my rank evaluation. Hulu star Lee Ming-sung scheduled to receive Hunter rank evaluation. It's like, what the hell is that? Nuna, why are you changing the topic out of nowhere? Nuna is like big sister in Korean. That's Lee Ming-sung. Hulu star Lee Ming-sung was like, they say that he's getting his rank evaluation in 2 days. That's all for show. He's already received an A rank, and he's just doing this all for show. Lee Ming-sung isn't just putting on a show. He's an attention hog, fussing over nothing, receiving enough attention. He's famous for advancing on women. He even flirted with one of my juniors in modeling. He's good at scheming like things like this. He was very shrewd even before his evaluation and just this. Anyways, is this all you want to talk about? I'm busy, so hand it over. Let me call this boss person. What? Call? The call's gonna go through here? Really? It's like, oh, it's like, and then Sun Jin-woo like actually answers the phone. It's like, it's been a while. Boss, you told me that you've been going away for a bit. What have you been up to? Isn't that obvious? I've been running dungeons. And is as expected from the boss. How about the talk with your father? Did it go smoothly? That's what I wanted to talk about to boss about. Can I come over tomorrow if you have some free time? Tomorrow I'll be available in the evening. It's like, okay, sir. And you see like the cousin kind of like smiling. It's like, oh, that's kind of awesome right there. Kind of cute. My cousin's getting all like little nerd. And now we go to an apartment on a very luxury apartment complex, I would say. And then Hunter Cha calling me at this hour. What's going on? So it's Hunter Cha. Could you find some information about a man named Sun Jinwoo that's been working mining team for today? And I guess she's very curious about Hunter Sun Jinwoo. She's like, there's something peculiar about him. So now we're going to go to chapter 68, right? It's chapter 68. And she's on the phone with somebody to get more information about Hunter Sun Jinwoo. He got lost and somehow ended up in the boss's room within the vast dungeon. There's no way. She's thinking kind of in her head. Maybe he's a spy from another guild. This is bothering me. Huh? What do you mean? The E rank affiliated with the association? Do you know him? And it's like, well, to tell you the truth, Master Choi has requested the same thing for me. Master Choi, yes, he's also wanted information on that man. Do you know why? Well, I'm not too sure. I did my best to gather what information I could, but the association has put a lock on his data. For a non-highly ranked hunter, this is the first time seeing such a high-level security on the hunter's data. So Miss Cha is like, the masters of the Hunters Guild wants to learn about his identity, and the association is trying to hide his information. Something is up. She hangs up the phone. Now she goes into bed. Why is he different? Out of all the hunters I've met, he's the first person that smelled nice. Oh, come on now. They could be a crush. And then you see Hunter Sun Jinwoo the next day. It's like, have you eaten already? You're here. Oh, he's remembering. Jinwoo, please don't get hurt today. He's remembering the past when he used to work as an E rank. Oh, Mr. Sung, you're here. Let's do our best well today. And he's kind of smiling a little bit. You should join us for lunch today. Don't tell me you're already ate again. It's like, all right. I have forgotten the feeling for some time. The atmosphere here is reminding me of the several memories. This isn't too bad. The mining team, good work this morning. We'll rest for a bit and start our afternoon work. Is it possible to borrow someone from the mining team? Our porter didn't show up today. Oh, so it's like they want to drop someone from the mining team as a porter. There are strong guys from the collecting team that can carry heavy loads. So why are you asking us? And it's like, my men had to work nonstop for 3 hours on top of skipping dinner to finish our work on time. And now you want one of us to follow you guys as a porter? My team doesn't have that manpower. And he's like, this is all due to the mining team finishing their work too early. Well, we did finish 2 hours ahead of schedule, thanks to Mr. Sung. So this is the mining leader. Is like, is there anyone? So the team, the B team is saying, or the A team, I should say, the second team that's run by A rank, hunters. Is there anyone who wants to come with the attack force? We'll compensate you for the risk when the raid is finished. Oh, so it's like risking my life for extra bucks? I won't do it even if they beat me to death. Oh, everyone's like, listen here, leader son, Ki-hoon. All right. We would hesitate even if it was an B rank dungeon. Acting as a porter for an A rank dungeon is asking too much. Is not a place for low rank hunters. Even though the volunteer would only be carrying your equipment, comparing to mining, the risk is just too high. The majority of us in the mining team are D rank hunters, and there are even E rank hunters here as well. A small scratch will be enough to kill us. Do you really think that people would risk their lives for just an extra bit of cash? And he's like, is there no one? So the leader is just asking someone, is there anybody? Someone raises their hand. He says, I will go. Hunter Sun Jinwoo, of course. It's like, what? Everyone's like shocked. What? It's like, an E rank hunter wants to follow them to an A rank dungeon? Mr. Sung, what are you thinking? There are powerful monsters waiting inside that dungeon. Why do you want to join them? Someone young with a bright future like yourself shouldn't risk their life for this. And he's like, okay, I'll be fine. It's not like I don't have the guts. Even though I'll only be carrying their equipment, watching them the raid firsthand will be great experience for me. Not to mention that it's an A rank dungeon. So he already has an idea right there. That man just started working with us yesterday. He must raise his hand without knowing. What's that man's rank? He's an E rank. Since his rank is too low, we should look for someone else? No, we'll take him. Oh, so Jinwoo's gonna go. Thank you for joining us. I'm Sung King Hyun. Or Hyun, I should say. I would just call him Mr. King Hoon. And I've been tasked to lead today's raid. I'm Sun Jinwoo. Everyone's like, what is going on? Is it too heavy? I'm all right. He doesn't seem like to be struggling. He's carrying that huge equipment because, Sun Jinwoo's the GOAT. The gate yesterday was big, but this is even bigger. How enormous. Yesterday was the first time mining, right? Then must be your second time witnessing an A rank gate. The gate may be very big, but they say that the magical energy flowing out from it will be weaker compared to yesterday. It was too dangerous for the B team wouldn't be able to handle. If it was too dangerous, the B team wouldn't be able to handle it. Okay. The Hunters Guild's B team, right? If you exclude all the S rank hunters, there is hardly a difference between the two attack forces. You have 11 A rank hunters, 6 B rank hunters, and if there are any other guild, they would have been able to divide their members into 2 teams like that. Yeah, let's enter. So now Hunter Sun Jinwoo was going with the most powerful guild, second B team, into an A rank dungeon. So the magical energy flowing from the gate is certainly weaker to the comparison to yesterday. The association's measurement doesn't seem to be wrong. But why? Why do I have this familiar, ominous feeling like I stood by the red gate? Am I just nervous? Sun Jin was thinking right there. I'm not even part of the attack force. I should just relax and not worry too much. Yeah. And then the system says you have entered the dungeon. So now they've gone in. There's no need to be nervous. All the girl is talking to Sun Jin-woo. Ki-hoon Oppa, I mean, the leader is everyone, and everyone else here are outstanding hunters. Okay, let's move. Come on. Is she an A rank healer? Miss Yoon-hee was a B rank healer, and if it weren't for the trauma, she would have fit right in on this attack force. Oh, talking about his little, I would not say girlfriend, but I would say childhood friend that quit, retired being the healer many mangas ago. You have to go back if you want to remember that. The 6 B rank hunters in this team are also pretty close to an A rank level. The Hunters Guilds have 2 teams with these kinds of strength, our attack force will take care of all the combat. So as long as you stay in formation, you should be safe from any monster attacks. There is a saying that goes like this: if the mage gets attacked, the tankers are responsible. If the healer is attacked, the attack people are responsible. And if porter gets attacked, then the guild is responsible. That's how you will end up in the situation in the monster's target. As long as the attack force doesn't fail, the porter gets attacked. That's only possible if the entire attack gets wiped out. Woo! He's like, all right. I was tasked with landing the Hunters Guild attack force for the first time, but if I'm successful with today's raid, I can be officially appointed as a B team's leader. So he's the leader's kind of talking about that. He wants to be the leader. I may not be Master Choi or Vice Master Cha, but I'm still one of the best among the A rank hunters. I can do this. So they're going in, something just happened, there is movement going around, and it's like, what's going on? Preparing combat without any instruction. This is the strength of an A rank attack force. So they're already preparing for an attack right now. And then it's like, those are, and we're gonna find out what those are right now, coming from the shadows of the caves. So now we go to chapter 69, right? So something's coming from the shadows from the caves. A dungeon jackal, right? Oh, some jackals right there. So they're attacking, and the team is actually doing a pretty good job fending them off, and they just keep attacking. You just see them slicing and dicing. Then you see the magicians just doing what they do best, just blowing stuff up right there. And it's like, what's this? Why are the dungeon jackals on an A rank dungeon? Is it rare for dungeon jackals to appear in an A rank dungeon? It's like, no, but dungeon jackals are C rank monsters. Since they are too weak and placed too low on the food chain, they usually hunt down. They're unable to maintain their pack numbers since they get eaten by stronger monsters. Dungeon jackals shouldn't be able to hunt any monsters here, even if they fought as a group. Since they can't defeat the prey, weak monsters can't survive. And it's like, oh, something is in the jackal, like something around their neck. It's like a trace of a leash. These are no ordinary jackals. Someone have been raising these. That must mean that someone kept them alive on purpose to use them as hunting dogs. So Sunjin was like, a monster smart enough to free and send these hunting dogs after us. Regardless of their species, intellectual monsters are hard to deal with. Perhaps my premonition might come true. Oh, something's coming up. The real ones are coming in, and he's just like looking it up, and it's like, oh, even the leader's kind of like, oh my god. And you just see this huge, I guess, red ogre that we see. He's like with like freaking tusks, of teeth. High orcs. Why are high orcs here? And then you just see a bunch of them right there, and they're just shouting and yelling, and they're going straight for the attack. One of them is already throwing a huge spear at them, and then the freaking leader ricocheted that thing, but his shield got cracked. It's like this power. And now another one's gonna try to use his axe on him, and now everyone is joining the attack right now. It's like taunts aren't working. It's like they're after the mage. Be careful. So the mages are in danger. Don't worry, won't get defeated that easily. So the mages are using their fire spells, some other explosion spells. The orcs is like, that didn't work. Its magic resistance is too great. And then one of them is trying to be binded. It's like, it's too powerful. I can only hold it for 5 seconds at most. That's enough. It's like, heed my call and cut down my enemies. So another mage uses some sort of fire summoning right there. I can call up to 2 summoned creatures. A single creature has the strength of an E rank hunter. So like a salamence kind of thing is appearing and trying to slash the orcs. But I can't use any other magic using summoning magic. This is my trump card that I've been saving since I deplete my mana if they get hurt. My mana is already damaged. If I could end up helpless if I were to summon one more. And then, one of them actually got chopped right here in the shoulder. What are the tankers doing? Protect the back line. So they heal the tankers. taunts aren't working, our skills are being blocked and bounced back. Heal, and a lot of the freaking orcs are just like throwing everyone like rag dolls. It's like, we're inferior in numbers. We can't get surrounded. Group up. Break into break up into 3-man groups. Okay. Even though it's an A rank gate, we weren't expecting 20 high orcs. Yeah. It wasn't at the level when we measured the gate's magical energy. Damn it. High orcs are ordinary orcs. They're one of the strongest species among orcs. Each one should be able to stand toe-to-toe with an E-rank hunter, and there's a whole gang of them. There are exactly 22 high orcs, and it's 17 versus 22, so there's 17 of them, of the hunters. Not only are we outnumbered, but high orcs aren't opponents that our B-rank numbers can handle. In one hand, our A-rank hunters are stronger than these high orcs. But on the other hand, if the B-rank hunters were to get killed first off, we'll be in a bigger disadvantage. We don't have a choice. Sacrifices are unavoidable. Damn it. Everyone don't die. And then one of them actually got their freaking arms chopped off right now. It's like, fall back. And now another magician is using summoning magic to bind the orcs. Hold on for a bit. This guy is literally like, his whole arm is just severed right there. And now we have some healing magic, and now his arm is reattached, or it grew. And then a high orc got freed from it, and one of the magicians says, shit, it's still alive. And then one of the high orcs is about to attack, and then a backpack is right there. Jinwoo going into incognito right there. And it's like, what's going on? One of the high orcs is kind of like gasping for air, like what's going on? And they're like, what? Oh, it looks like it got freaking slashed right there. What just happened? Doesn't know what happened. He just saw a freaking orc got slashed or something. Literally just got destroyed in front of her. She was about to get hit by the orc, but an invisible force stopped it and killed it right on the spot, right there. So now we go to chapter 70. What just happened? Everyone wants to know. Oh, so now the orcs are getting slashed. It's like, somehow the fight is like, has suddenly has become easier. So now the orcs are kind of like falling, and we see slashes on its legs, feet, on the arms, on the sides. I weakened them as much as possible without getting noticed. Also, Sunjin was doing it. A few of them seem to have caught up to me, so they see him while he's being disappeared. It'd be problematic if you guys were able to do needless things. And he's literally just slicing their necks up left and right. And wow, everyone is doing their best. I did it. I killed one. Blood on me. He says, the hunters here, including Son King-hoon, are all at least selected by the Hunters Guild, as well as being considered as the nation's finest. It's not like I don't believe in them, but the high orcs aren't monsters that can easily So the high orcs aren't monsters that can be taken lightly, right? The female healer almost died earlier. I can't just sit still and watch them die. I can raise my level just by supporting the party. I didn't know this, so he actually got leveled up. A little bing right there. I could probably have raised another level if I decided to kill them all on my own. But since the Hunters Guild paid huge amounts for money on this dungeon permit, I shouldn't interfere much. This is the best I can do for them. And then one says, is it over? Did we win? It's like, is anyone hurt? As long as you're still breathing, our A-rank healers can treat you. It's like, I can't believe there was a gang of high orcs. We're fortunate that no one died. And then you see Sun Jinwoo with the backpack. But then one of the mages is kind of looking at Hunter Sun Jinwoo kind of like suspicious. And she's like, that porter, he must think that our attack force members are fools. There's no way that skills like stealth will go unnoticed with magic casters around. So she knows that he was using stealth right there. Hey, King Hoon Upa, or Oppa, I should say. Oppa means big brother in Korean. Yeah. When we were fighting the high orcs just now, yes, go on, my dear. It's like, and she's remembering the high orcs was suddenly ripped apart while being suspended through the air. Yeah, that's Sun Jinwoo right there. It's like, and you're saying that someone secretly used magic? That's right. It's like, hey Gina, was it you? That's not possible with my skill set. I could barely stop their movements with my telekinesis magic. We also don't have anyone that can use curse magic here either. Our force is focused on firepower, so we don't have any assassins either. Uni is right. If there's someone who could do that, it'd be an outsider. Oh, I like how she's like staring at you. Sunjin Woo. Sunjin was like, yeah, an outsider, huh? Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Let's move on. And it's like he must have a reason for hiding his power. Should I just let it slide? Yeah, she's like, he literally just saved you all. Come on now. And then one of the other magicians like, thank goodness, if I summoned another creature, I would have run out of mana and passed out. You guys are right. The high orcs were definitely acting weird during the later half of the fight. Enough to finish them off without any problem. Leader, are we going to continue? Wouldn't it be too dangerous? We aren't too far from the entrance, and we already encountered a gang of high orcs. There could be something more dangerous up ahead. Now that we know that there are high orcs in this dungeon, it'll be too dangerous to continue without our master or vice master. Why don't we retreat for now? So one of them is telling the leader, is like, we'll need at least 2 more healers and 3 magicians skilled, 3 mages skilled in powerful OE magic to continue, or OE or AOE, area of effect magic. Okay. Hung, I know that it's your first time as leading the attack force, but it's frustrating. Let's just end it here. And the leader's kind of thinking like, if I succeed today, I'll be officially appointed as the leader of the attack force. Another chance will not come. It can't be easy for him, Sun Jinwoo says. In his situation, anyone would be tempted to continue and clear the dungeon. If he's a sensible leader, right? And then the leader says, then let's retreat for now. Whew, I was holding my breath because I thought Sun Hyung would want to continue, and everyone's like, whoo, I'm not that foolish. I know. Look at my hands. They don't stop shaking. Stop being such a baby and start moving. So now they're gonna go back to the entrance, right? Stop! What happened here? What the hell? It's a barrier created with a spell of a high level. Why is the path blocked? It was fine when we were here. Can you get rid of it? It's possible if you give me some time. So one of the magicians is gonna try to do it. It's important. What's important is that there is something in this dungeon that can use high level spells. We made a correct decision. It won't be possible to clear the dungeon with our current attack force. Oh, something went wrong, because now it kind of looks like black and white and just like almost like opposite negative effects of an image, I would say, like a negative effect, and everyone's feeling it too. Everyone is feeling it, even Sun Jinwoo. Something is wrong right there. Oh my god, that's the boss of the dungeon. No way. Uni, we must hurry. I know. So they're trying to break the barrier. It won't be easy to break. So all the mages are trying to do something. The magical wavelength is so heavy that even the hunters who couldn't sense magical energy felt it. It's on a different scale. Why couldn't we sense such a powerful magical energy outside the gate? If there's a boss that can hide that energy, and oh no, all the mages are now coughing off blood, and there's even blood coming out of their eyes. They don't look good. They look sick, and they're suffering right now. A curse magic. It's targeting our mages. Quickly, use holy magic. King Hyung Kyung. It's like, what's going on? And now they're surrounded. Damn. And then something is appearing from the shadows of the caves. So now we're going to see what's appearing from those caves. Now they go up to chapter 71. So 71, King Kyung Kyung. It's like, all right, so what is going on? It's like, damn, what's going on? What is going on? What is appearing? And they already felt the boss right there. Our attack force just fought against more than 20 high orcs and barely managed to win. But this time, I think they are over 50 high orcs. Oh my god. So they had to deal with 20. Now they got to go with 50? Oh boy. And now they're staring face to face. You see the leader and you see one of the high orcs, and they're like just face to face. There's nothing separating them. It says, King Kyung Kyung. It's like, stop. I was like, it's like, we'll just get killed if we fight them. If only either Master Choi was here or Master Cha were here. And now you're seeing some gibberish. It's like tra tu shine, we grew, like that's what the freaking orc is saying. You can't even make sense or anything. He's just screaming to like words that they can't understand. And now their eyes are turning purple right now. Something like twisting them is like humans. I am Kargalan. I wish to meet with you, humans. And it's like an orc just spoke the human language. Magic? Is it magic? That's just a puppet. Someone else is speaking through him. So that's one of the mages is saying. A monster wants to talk to us. King Hyun Kyung, are you not believing this, right? You're not believing this. It's a Ki Hyun. This must be a trap. Dog's death or not. Let's fight him here. Carlagan, are you the one who set up the barrier? Yes. I am the prideful orcs. Great sorcerer. My magic can't be dispelled. And oh my gosh, all the freaking mages are just coughing, still coughing on blood. They haven't recovered yet. It says, can't be dispelled, this magic, by you humans. There is someone even more powerful. Is there someone even more powerful than you in the cave? You would dare to go against me? Choose. Die by my men or follow my men. We'll follow you. Yeah. Hyun Hyung. It's like King Hyun. King Hyun is like, follow us humans. So the orcs is like telling him, follow us. Either you get killed by our men or follow us. Along with the boss, there must be even more high orcs present in the boss room. The change of fighting and surviving will be even lower there. Or it's like the chance of fighting and surviving will be even lower there. So Sun Jinwoo is saying, like, does he want to negotiate with the boss for us to return in one piece? I don't have a choice, the leader says. I have to bet on this single chance. And then the leader says, Mr. Hunter, yes? We're going to surprise attack the boss when we get there. Whether or not we succeed or not, the boss shouldn't be able to maintain their magic. When we get their attention, you should make a run for it and call the main attack force when you go outside. By the time the next attack force arrives, it'll be over for you guys, Sun Jinwoo says. Do you all plan on dying alone with the boss? Our objective is to close the gate rather than making it alive. That's why people pay us huge amounts of money. I would like to ask you a favor. Well, so the woman is telling Sun Jinwoo, it's not much, but this is my will. Please deliver it to my family if you manage to escape it. Sun Jinwoo was looking at it like, oh boy, this is like heavy stuff right here. It's like, we're going to do as we have been taught up till now. But this isn't your fight. I hope you can escape from here alive. I'll hold on for it for now. But there won't be a need to deliver it. So Sun Jinwoo's like confidence is like, all right, we're gonna see what this boss is all about. The magic wavelength emanated by the boss. If the boss has too much energy, anything can still happen. And now, oh, we see Miss Cha out there with the mining team. He's not here? Did you already quit the mining job? Miss Hunter Cha, wasn't it your day off today? Hello? It's like, yes, hello. By any chance, did Hunter Sun Jinwoo came out today? Mr. Sung just entered the dungeon as a porter. A porter? You're saying he went through the gate? An E-rank hunter entered an A-rank dungeon by volunteering as a porter? We only have one life. What was he thinking? Now that I think about it, he was holding a weapon by the boss's room yesterday. Was I mistaken back then? How suspicious. I'll have to go inside the gate. Huh, there's some sort of problem? You should call for the guild's reinforcements. No, it's a personal matter. You don't have to worry. Ah, weapon. She didn't bring one. I didn't expect to enter a dungeon on my day off. Is it possible to borrow a weapon from you? Hey, bring over some equipment for her. A pickaxe. She's like, what am I supposed to do with this? Is there anything else? Anything else? Like a sword or a spear? Asking for something like this from us is, I don't know. It'll be fine. I'll just take it like this. So she's gonna go inside. I was like, huh? Hunter Cha, do you really plan on going empty-handed? Oh, she was about to like I was like, so she didn't actually receive the axe. She gave it back. It's like, are you really planning to go empty-handed? And it's just like that kind of like, oh, she's like nervous, and then, now she's walking back. She took the freaking pickaxe. It's like, you made the right decision. It's better to go than empty-handed, right? And she's like, thank you very much. Oh, that's hilarious. Even the leader's kind of laughing at her. It's like, come on now, you have to get something. So now we move on to inside, probably where the orcs was taking that guild, and you see a bunch of freaking orcs. Almost looks like a huge palace, and everyone is just like looking at their next lunch or something. And now I think we see the leader of the high orcs right there. Humans, welcome. And now we get things to the most interesting part. So now we go to chapter 72. So 72, you see the guild, everyone's just like nervous right now. They don't know what to expect. If all of these high orcs end up escaping outside the gate, they'll be able to destroy a small city before even the main hunter force can arrive. And now the leader's like, at very least, we have to eliminate the boss. The 4 guards aren't pushovers either. So they're 4 guards with that freaking boss guy. We'll be able to get past the guards and kill the sorcerer in one swoop. Is it possible? When Si-Ryeong sends the signal, all at once we'll target the sorcerer. Do you fear me, human? So now he's using some sort of like intimidation magic right there. And now you see all of the freaking, like, you see the guild members kind of almost like being blown into parts, almost like getting gunshots. And he's like, what is that feeling? They feel so helpless. My God, how can he have such powerful magical energy? Can we fight something like that? He's on a different level. Compared to him, magicians like me, we're just third rates. Even the magicians can't do anything about it. Why? Why did you bring us here? Your warriors would be even enough to eliminate us or annihilate us. And then the guy says, for entertainment. What? During our remaining time here, we'll kill you one by one for my men's entertainment. Wow. However, there seems to be something odd amongst you humans. Oh, it's Hunter Jinwoo. Entertainment? Our determination is nothing but entertainment to them. Instead of treating us like enemies, to him, we're just toys that he can play with and trash whenever they want. Now, everyone charge. So the leader's saying it, and the others, what are they doing? They're just standing there. They're frozen solid. They're just scared right now. They can't do anything. And then the leader just goes in there, hymn of protection, and then you see almost like a magic circle, and nothing. Oh, that attack was just wrong. It didn't do anything. And it's like, foolish human. Talks to the leader. Gravitation magic. Oh, he's taking him up. Gravity acceleration. Throws him down like a rag doll. Oh, gravitation. And he's just sending him up, down. It's like, King Kyung Kyung is like, no. He's just like bodiless. And now he disappeared. And he's like, what? It said, Mr. King Hyun. Ki Hyun. It's like, this dungeon is a Hunter's Guild's property. I just can't interfere. But this attack force is about to be wiped out. Let me ask you just one thing. Can I kill all the monsters present in the room? Sun Jinwoo actually saved him right there. And then one of the orcs is about to attack him. And now you see Hunter Sun Jinwoo literally got him. Oh, threw him out like nothing. One of the generals, I'll ask you one more time. All the monsters here, can I kill them all? And the leader says, please help us. And that was it. Hunter Sun Jinwoo was about to clean house. You have quite an amazing talent for a mere human. How long will that last against all of us? I never felt such a powerful energy before. Haha, isn't that obvious? However, this is a terrible matchup. For you, I mean. Oh, and he's about to come forth, my shadows. And now he summoned all of his shadows right there. Everyone is shocked. You see Ingress. You see the bear. You see, I think, Iron as well. So all of those guys are out. Oh, they're going to be shocked. So now the secret is out, guys. This is going to be the first, I would say, second group of people that saw his shadows right now. And it's from the Hunters Guild. So now we go to chapter 73. So he is summoning something. And now you see a car driving. Hunters from the monitoring divisions are here. Why are the inspectors here? Something must have happened. Why did the man decide to work here as a miner? And not only for 1 day, but for 2 days. It says, Sun Jinwoo will soon be a Rion S rank. It would be great if he was more self-aware about his actions since they're being monitored. So the mining leader says, what caused the inspectors from the association to visit a place like this? We heard that Hunter Sun Jinwoo was working for the mining team here. Where is he right now? The young man again? Is there some sort of problem? And then one of the guys, I knew it! He probably would have killed someone if he hadn't become a hunter. When that bastard stared at me, it grinned and I thought that his eyes would devour me. Phew, it made my body shiver. I can still remember that feeling. So where is Hunter Sun Jinwoo at the moment? He's currently inside the gate. The potter didn't come to work today. There wasn't anyone to replace him, so Mr. Sung volunteered for the job. Working as a potter after mining? What a strange fellow. What's with everyone today? Miss Cha was also looking for him earlier and followed him through the gate. Mr. Cha went as well? Did he kill someone or something? He certainly looked like someone who did. Oh, this guy. You'll find out in the news tomorrow. Oh, he's not saying anything. See what I tell you guys? He's suspicious. He didn't seem like that kind of person. He's such a hard worker. Oh, and now his glasses are almost like he got destroyed. The monitoring division guy. What is this atrocious energy? Oh, it didn't look like. I don't think his glasses actually broke. I think it was just that feeling inside him when he was getting closer to the gate. My God, I can't believe it. For a moment, I thought my body was going to be ripped for pieces. Chief, did you feel that as well? Is looking at the manometer right now. This is one of the most dangerous even among the A rank gates. The previous measurement was wrong. If the attack force was formed based on the association's previous measurements, they could be in big trouble. There shouldn't be an issue with 2 S rank hunters, is there? But we gotta go inside immediately. So now one of the freaking orgs, I guess the dead orgs are out there, and it's like Sung King Hyun team was able to defeat this many orcs? How did they manage to win against this number? Oh, so it's Miss Cha right there, and Miss Cha's kind of sensing something too. No, she's tying up her hair. This energy is coming from the boss. No one from Sun King Hyun's team was able to survive. Would be able to survive. That's what she said. So now she's like about to do her attack phase. Now you see the shadow warriors right there lining up right there. Try to pick a fight with warriors with only this many soldiers. If you look down on us too much, it'll be disastrous. Skill, domain of the monarch activated. So you see that the shadows are actually protecting the guild right there. Shadow soldiers fighting above the caster's shadow will have their stats increased by 50%. A new job-specific skill that I acquired after reaching level 70 while climbing the demon castle. My shadow soldiers are much stronger now than they were back then. Oh, so we're seeing everyone. What just happened? I can't believe it. Even at my best, I can only summon 2 creatures. How can such ominous energy come from a human? All the mages are looking at him. What are you doing? Destroyed him already. So that's the boss monster talking to his subjects. Iron has used skill, taunting cry. And then the enemy stat was too high. The taunt has failed. And then you see Iron God. He's on rampage mode. It's like, my taunt needs to work at all times. And then you see Ingress getting into battle formation. I think out of all the shadows, Ingress is my favorite right there. He is just slashing orcs left and right like no tomorrow. And then you see more of the shadow soldiers. And now you see Sun Jinwoo with his daggers just fighting like no tomorrow. just like our vice master. Why did he hide his abilities and decide to work as a porter? Except for Ingress, Iron, and Tank, the rest of my shadows are around level of B rank hunters. They've already been destroyed in a few times just from trying to kill one high orc. Said since they outnumber us by at least 3 times, I must lower their numbers as much as possible. Him of the Fire Dragon is like, what? My shadow soldiers. So that was basically one of the magics from the boss. It's like, why are you acting so arrogant with useless puppets like those? And then Sunjin was, you're the one that's acting arrogant. As long as I have my mana, they'll keep regenerating. Even if they can regenerate, they'll be consuming your mana. Your mana will run out before you can finish off my warriors. You'll be dead before that. Sunjin says, hymn of protection. It's useless to the longer you spend wasting time on me, the faster you'll lose your soldiers. I wonder, I have a few strong guys on my side. You shouldn't be worrying about running out of mana. Then I'll destroy you all at once. Him of blazing fire. He's stronger than Vulcan and Megtus. Metus was able to control thousands of undead, but had a weak defense. He has outstanding defense and powerful spells. And behind me, we're fighting hundreds of his high orcs in a lopsided battle. It's different from when I took the job change quest. Inventory. Potions are available here, so I can keep replenishing my mana. Since I don't want to fill my stomach with potions, I'll finish you up quickly. It'll be an interesting spectacle. Oh, he's taunting that boss. I will now show you an unwavering domain of Necromancer. Arise. So now he's actually using it on the orcs. What the? Turning my warriors into the undead? There's still a lot of you left, but they will soon turn into my shadows. And even the freaking orcs are kind of scared a little bit. It's like, what? What did we just see? We just see our brothers in arms being slashed and killed, and now they're undead monsters. And when I'm done, you will too. Oh, he's saying you will too be my shadow warrior as well. Can it be? Is he the and he's kind of like phasing out. Like what? He was about to say he's something. He's something. There's something suspicious going on. Up to chapter 74. So on chapter 74, it can't be. Is he something? And he's just blurring it out. He can't say it, or he can't say it, or something's preventing it from him saying it. And now you see the shadow orcs against the actual orcs monarch. It looks like it's kind of monarch. Then why are we here? When we open our eyes, a single order kept whispering our heads, hunt down the humans. We don't need any reasons. We must obey the order. Go cut them into pieces, offer their bloody corpses to me. So it's like, is this the battle between generals? And then you see freaking Iron fighting too. It's hilarious. And then he is just trying to slice him and dice those generals right there, those 4 generals. And then Iron fighting again. And then you see Ingress doing some really awesome swordsmanship right there. And he is just taking those generals like no tomorrow. Easy parrying their attacks. And then you see freaking Iron also doing something. And then we see the bear one. Oh, the bear one. You see freaking Iron giving the bear the thumbs up, and then the bear looking at him is like, yeah, high five. Looks like my generals are more superior. Oh, so his generals against his generals, and his generals, the bear, Ingress, and then also Iron, are just wiping it out. Even though I spoke with confidence earlier, my mana is being consumed faster than I can recover through the potions. If I were to completely drain, my soldiers would be all disappear simultaneously. There's no way, but how? We can't just sit here and watch them. Let's join the fight. Hymn of agony. Hymn of frenzy. Oh, hymn of blindness. The audience shouldn't intrude into the stage, so he's actually preventing the guild from interfering. And I will no longer let you run your arrogant mouth in front of the great Kargalin. And then hymn of slumber, hymn of lethargy, hymn of blindness. So they're using those hymns on Sinjuwoo's directly, buff status effect has been removed due to the effect of immunity. And then what? Even the boss is like, curse purification has disappeared. Curse blindness has disappeared. How can you dispel the curses I just casted? Don't you remember what I said earlier? I'm a bad matchup for you. And he's just wiping it out. Boss move right there. He's like, yeah, what spells? Right there. And it says, great spellcasters, conjurer's blessing, permanent effect, longevity. All diseases, poisons, and status effects are healed, and sleeping will explosively increase regeneration ability. Wow. Let me destroy that annoying shield of yours. And then, so one of his spell, I guess summoning shadows actually has that orb. If it's a magician equipped with the orb of reverence, that freaking explosive. Hymn of protect. No protection right there. Bam! He got hit. Well, it's like, how dare you, the boss says. And then, Miss Cha came in. It's like, what are all those summoned creatures? Even the hunter specialized in summoning magic should only be able to control 1 or 2 creatures at most. What's happening here? And it's like, Miss Cha, Vice Master, are you all right? What happened here? I'm not sure for ourselves. Your rubbish talent will no longer work on me, the boss says. Hymn of rage, hymn of strengthening, hymn of giants, hymn of combustion. So a lot of hymns right there. And then we'll see if that works. Quickly run away from here. It's like, so Miss Cha's trying to save them. I'll crush you all like insects. I have bad memories with giant enemies. You're touching my sore spot. Oh, he's saying that because of the statues. And then, his magic meter, his MP is 0. And he's like, damn. It's like, don't get cocky because I played with you a bit, human. So now you see that the freaking Kargalin is like, do Kargalin still look inferior to you? He uses a fire magic on Sun Jinwoo. He jumps, and then he's going, yep, you do look weak, and then just punches him in the eye. He literally slashes his eye right there. If you get bigger, you'll just become an easier target. There's no way that a sorcerer can stop an attack from an assassin without any guards. Dude, he blinded him right there, and he's just slashing him left and right. Oh, he wasn't ready for that fight right there. So now we go to chapter 75 right here. So 75, Sun Jinwoo is still in total control of the situation right here. Total control. And he is just laying a smackdown out of this freaking giant right here. No problem whatsoever. So and then you see the Hunters Association. The chief is like, what the? Right in front of our eyes. It's like, what in the world is happening? And you see the summons, the shadows that Hunter Sun Jinwoo converted from orcs into these shadow monsters. Are those creatures summoned by that man? Hunter Cha. By that man, do you mean, it's like, I can't land a critical hit using a dagger in such a huge enemy. So Hunter Sun Jinwoo is on the offensive. At a time like this, so he's like, this is the best. He is just using his fist right now. Literally just punching him like no tomorrow. Hunter Sun Jinwoo, it wasn't just Master Choi, the chief of the monitoring division, knows that man as well. We came to help after sensing the overwhelming magical wavelength, but it looks like we weren't needed. Since we're watching Sun Jinwoo's clear an A rank dungeon all by himself, no matter how you look at it, isn't he an elite combat hunter? But he can use summoning magic as well. This is Hunter Sun Jinwoo's ability. Just how many creatures can he summon? Who is that man? Do you know anything? And then the chief says, I know a bit about him. Just a tiny bit. And then you see the boss just like literally on the floor. The moment a magician loses his guards, they have 0 chance of winning. Oh, look, he is surrounded by his shadow monsters, his shadow summons. There's no way that a body of mine would crumble. And he's just screaming right there. And nope, he got freaking totaled. All of his summoning orcs and shadow soldiers and generals literally stabbed him, crippled him, annihilated him, and now he's a bloody mess. And now it says the dungeon boss has been slain, right? You have leveled up. You have leveled up. Bing and Bing. I took care of the boss. And the remaining high orcs are already being dealt with. Yeah, they're all the other orcs are, they have nowhere to run. They're screaming. they have nothing to do. And then Hunter Sunjin will, I'll collect a few drops now. No, since the dungeon is property of the Hunters Guild, I shouldn't be too greedy. But I'll just extract the shadow. And now he touches the dead corpse of the Kalandra. Arise. And then the whole shadow is consuming him, and everyone is shocked. Everyone's looking at him, and even you see the chief and Miss Cha is like, what is going on? And now you see the boss becomes another general of the Shadow Legion. You're much quieter now that you're a shadow. Normal rank, elite rank, and knight rank. I've only seen those 3 ranks up until now, and this is my first time seeing this kind right there, right? So he's kind of looking at that. He says, the Shadow Infantry is a normal rank shadow. The Shadow Magician, a rank elite, and Ingress is a rank knight. I expected from a shadow created from the boss to be an A rank dungeon. Choose name of the soldier. It's like his name. What was his name again? It's Car something. Yeah, I forgot. Sorry, I don't remember. Whatever. I'll just think of something. Tusk, because of his 2 tusks right there. We'll go with Tusk. Tusk, level 1, rank elite knight. Obtaining the strength of the high orcs has been a great result. I can now save up to 127 shadows. I'll first send the shadows exceeded the limit to the nothingness. The rest will be saved. And then now they're disappearing. Everyone is shocking. I don't think you realize what he just done in front of people. Hunter Sun Jin Woo, and it's like Chief Wu Ching Chul. It's like, and Hunter Cha as well. And she's all embarrassed. Did I get too absorbed in the fight? Mr. Sun Jin Woo, Mr. Parr, what was that just now? And he's like, oh no, how am I going to get out of this situation? And now the Hunter Association is like, we came from the association's monitoring division. The association is in charge of supervising Hunter Sun Jin Woo. And this affair is top secret matter that cannot be revealed to the public. Once we leave the dungeon, we'll provide you with an adequate explanation, but please remain silent about the scene you have witnessed here. We'll guide you out of here, sir. This is the best way to avoid further complications. And Hunter Sunjin was like, yeah, I didn't know what to do. You've just shown a strength surpassing an S rank in front of the South Korea's top guild. Yeah, exactly. If you have any questions, you can contact the association for more information. We'll help you leave this place quietly. Hold on. So that's the leader. If you truly have that strength, then the current situation isn't that strange. I won't ask why you volunteered as a porter. We were able to survive thanks to you. Let me thank you on behalf of an entire attack force. So they're bowing to him as a thank you. Since you managed to survive about delivering the will, how about you deliver the will for yourself? Will? And she's like, oh my gosh, she's all embarrassed. She's all laughing. Let's go. Oh, Mr. Cha. Oh, look, Miss Cha was trying to look for Sun Jin Woo. Is like, Vice Master, yes. Why did you bring a pickaxe? Did I look weird? To who? Oh, it's like, never mind. Oh, I think she's a little shy right now. I think she might have a little crush on him right there. Oh, that's adorable right there. Very, very adorable. And now we go to chapter 76. So 76. And we go to Sun Jin Woo's little brother, I should say. Not his actual little brother, but Jin Chu, I think is his name. Or I think is his last name. The fating hour is approaching. The boss decision will determine my fate. Let's stay determined. So he's gonna talk to his dad. It's like, oh no, he's gonna talk to Sun Jin Woo. It's like, boss, your clothes. Oh, this came right from a dungeon. He's still training in dangerous dungeons during this spare time, as expected as the boss. It's like, boss, to tell you the truth, and he's kind of talking about what he said about his father, that he wants to recruit him as part of his guild. So during your negotiation with your father, Go Myung-hyung appeared and revealed everything about the Red Gate incident. It's like, yes, the fact that the Hyungmin saved the White Tigers Guild members. That man said something really unnecessary. And so you need my cooperation in order to become the master of the Yungjing Guild. I'll leave everything to boss decision. There's no need for me to weigh you down. He said, Jinho. I forget. I always forget his name. Jinho. And he's like, what? What are you going to do, boss? And now what's going to happen? Oh no. It went to the next thing. It's like, huh? You're saying that Sun Jinwoo came to our raids? Oh, so this is the Hunters Guild's building. He worked with the mining team yesterday as a porter today? Oh, so that's Mr. Choi. Hunter's son, King Hyun. It's like, I didn't know what he was thinking at the time, but I believe his aim wasn't to interfere in our raid. Due to the boss being beyond our scope of knowledge, we were unable to take care of it ourselves. Hunter's son Jinwoo was planning on watching from the side as a porter, must thought he had no choice but to step in. After the White Tiger, even our Hunters Guild had to receive this help. He can summon numerous creatures, move like an assassin type monsters, and has an ability to raise the dead monsters to fight his own command. It's like, so he's kind of like weighing the options. So it's like he has the ability to raise the dead monsters to fight on his own command. These are the abilities that we've seen so far. But if he has more than hidden abilities, if he's that strong, if you were to compare the two of us, who would come on top? Oh, he's asking his subordinate right there. To cover the weakness of each position in the raid, we are divided into specific duties: attack duty, tank duty, and support duty. Without those three duties in place, the attack force would be in danger. The weakness of each member will be covered by the other teammates. It's common sense, but he's someone outside of that. Can you clear such a high rank, A rank dungeon all by yourself? Oh, he's kind of surprised. Can you clear a high rank, A rank dungeon by yourself? No matter how strong I am, Mr. Choi says, if I were to be surrounded by too many monsters, it would be hard for me to keep my defense. And he's like, it's impossible. That would be impossible. The ultimate soldier nickname sounds ludicrous now. And it's like, Master Choi, I'm not in the position to say anything about the guild's recruitment process, but that man, Hunter Sun Jinwoo, must be brought to our guild. And he says, I will do my best. So now you got three guilds actually that are trying to get him. We're talking the White Tiger Guild, the Hunters Guild, and then the Construction Guild from Jin Ho's father right there. And now you're seeing a bunch of cameras getting set up, and you see a bunch of reporters going around, and then you see this random guy says, a lot of people showed up. It should be at least this much here. It said, this is going to be headline for tomorrow. What do you think? It says, Lee Min-kyung, the man who has everything, is now obtaining the power to surpass humanity. It's a bit childish, but it's not too bad. It's like, oh, someone's here. It's like, it's Big Yoon Kyo and Choi Jin in, or Mr. Choi and Mr. Beck. It's like, what's with all the reporters? Why is it so crowded here? Are you two also visiting association to recruit Lee Ming-sung? It's like, as a representative of the South Korea's hunters, how do you feel about the possible retirement of Lee Ming-sung from the entertainment world? What do you think Lee Ming-sung's rank will be? Those reporters are asking. Please comment on Lee Ming-sung. What? They're all here for Lee Ming-sung or whatever? Why are they holding a press conference in front of the association of all places? I'm not here for that, man. I don't have any further comments. I'm sure most of you already know that Ling Ming-sung has already signed a contract with the Reapers Guild. I'm only here for other matters. It's like, come on. I thought it would be a big scoop. How disappointing. I heard the news that the Hunters Guild also had a close call. Oh, so you see that? So Mr. Beck, the White Tiger Guild leader, says, I heard that the Hunters Guild had a close call. And then you see Mr. Choi is nothing compared to the White Tiger Guild who lost their A rank recruiter. Oh, now they're getting pissed. It's like, in any case, both of us ended up receiving his help. Without his assistance, our B team would have been annihilated. Due to prior moral obligations, I want to bring that person into our guild at any cost. My guild suffered casualties. Don't you think you should recruit that man as part of the don't you think we should recruit that man as part of our reinforcements? And that's the White Tiger Guild saying, Mr. Beck. It's like Mr. Choi responds, what are you doing with that requires an S rank as a reinforcement? Do you plan on going on war or something? Or somewhere or something? What about you? Since when did you start being so morally obligated? And then another guy says, huh? Isn't that Mr. Beck or Mr. Choi? Hey, you two, are you two fighting over Sung Ming? And that's basically the leader of the Reapers Reapers Guild, Ling Tang Q. And he says, what's with that bastard? We don't care about Ling Ming's son or whatever. He's like, what's wrong with those guys? Choi, Bing Hyung, and Bing Kyo are also here. The nation's top skiers are fighting over me. Oh, this guy is delusional. So, Mr. Ming Sung, we're all ready. Let's start our interviews fast. Okay. So now he looks like you said, he's part of the entertainment, or he's probably like an actor or something like that in entertainment. So he's like getting all the camera's attention. It's like, what's with all these people? And then, oh, Mr. Sun Jinwoo is there, right there. And he's like, Reapers Guild, the guild that is active of the Seoul metropolitan area, the nation's former #1 guild, falling in rank after the White Tiger Guild separated from the Reapers Guild and the Hunters Guild rose into power. So that's what happened. So now we're going to go to the next chapter 77. So I think we have a couple more chapters left, and then it's going to be good for this section of the reading. So we see the reporters taking pictures, and you see Sun Jin-woo is like, okay, what's going on? Did the reporters already catch wind of the news? Maybe it's not, since they don't seem to recognize me. I won't be able to get the association building at this rate. Hey, what? So he's like, excuse me, pardon me, what's with him? Hey, who are you? Are you with the association? Don't you see all the reporters here? You can't pass through them. I have business with the association. You can't enter right now. Go back where you came from. So it's like one of the associations. What's wrong with him? How senseless. He should get rid of him quickly. It's like, you can't pass through here. So go away. On whose authority are you trying to send him away? Oh, it's like, oh, go, Chairman Go Ging Hee. It's like, that man is our guest. Mr. Lee Ming Sung, I'm sure you already know who's allowed to hold a press conference here, right? And he's like, oh, of course. Like, oh, that little guy that's like so conceited. He's so arrogant. Hunter Sun Jin-woo, let's head inside. I was like, who is that man that chairman came out to personally escort inside? Does anybody know who that is? I was like, how dare he ruin my debut? Oh my, he's so arrogant. Go find out what kind of big shot that guy is. Oh, okay. So the guy's like, how am I going to fix this mood? Let's move forward as planned and scheduled and start the evaluation right away. Excuse me for a moment. I would like to quickly discuss with the association regarding today's schedule. Huh? And it's like, what is it this time? So you see the Hunters Association's bodyguards, the chief right there. Another hunter is currently going through an evaluation. Until the evaluation is finished at 11 a.m., no one else is allowed to enter the building. What? There's still 30 minutes left. When he said another hunter, does that mean that man that entered along with the chairman? I have my rank evaluation appointment at 11 and the reporters are already here. Let me through. The chairman should already know about this and you're still going to shut me out? And then he's telling the guys like, hey, don't you know who I am? I'm Ling Ming Sung. It's like, if you have your evaluation at 11 a.m., you can enter at the time. You don't know that the association's biggest sponsor is Eugene Architectures. My father, Eugene Architectures Vice President Lee Kwin-kyung, shouldn't be creating to me considering that amount of money he donates to the association. So he's actually the brother of Jing Ho. Oh my gosh, I didn't even know that. Also, don't you see all those people? You dare to ignore me in front of all those cameras? Can you handle the consequences resulting from doing that? Yes, I can. The chief says, what? Who do you think you are? Or are you saying that the hunter is that amazing? I was like, if I were to tell you, so he's taking off his glasses, the chief guy, and look at his eyes right there. Will Mr. Lee Sung-ming able to handle the consequences? Oh, he's scared. Yeah, don't mess with him. And you see the chairman walking with Sun Jin-woo, and then you see the other two of the guilds. So you see Mr. Beck and you see Mr. Choi, bowing right there. They arrived here an hour ago, and I've been waiting for you since. I was like, oh, they have arrived an hour ago and I've been waiting for you since. It's like, you're the first S rank hunter in 2 years. Choi and must be feeling even more anxious since he witnessed your powers firsthand. And it's like, oh, interesting. Hunter Sun Jinwoo, nice to meet you. Hello. So they go into like this huge empty room, almost like an auditorium. Before we start the evaluation, we like to confirm your abilities to assign your class. What kind of abilities can you use? So it's like, I can do something like this. He's summoning the creatures right now. It's like, oh, you see that? He summoned a creature. Can you control the creatures? Hunter Sun Jinwoo, the chairman says. Are you saying that's the full capability of your ability? Oh no. Are you saying that is the full capacity of your ability? And he's like, oh, great. So that since there were a lot of witnesses, there's no point in lying. I was able to turn high orcs into my shadow soldiers this time. So now he's gonna start summoning a bunch of things. And now the chairman is like, whoa, what's going on? And then you see Mr. Beck and Mr. Choi is like, what is going on? Oh, look at all those summoned monsters. I can summon about 100 of them, Mr. Sun Jinwoo says. It's like, 100? No way, Sun Jinwoo. It's like, what powerful magical energy that's coming from Sun Jinwoo. He can't be compared when I met him before. He's now completely overwhelming me, and now he got his license right there. Hunter Sun Jinwoo, and he's looking at Korean Hunters Association license, Sun Jinwoo, S rank. It says like, Mr. Sun Jinwoo, can you spare some of your time? Also, as basically the White Tiger Guild leader, Mr. Beck, is telling him, can I have a little bit of your time? And Sun Jinwoo was like, I'm sorry, I still have something left to do. That exit is, I wouldn't leave there if I were you. And it's like, is he saying that he prepared to a considerable contract that I will regret if I just leave here? So he's thinking about, oh, well, all right. So he's about to step out. Oh no, yeah. It's like, what is this? And he's like, oh, great. And you see Sun Jinwoo's like, what is going on? A bunch of pictures of cameras flashing. They don't know what's going on. And it's live right now. So everyone in South Korea, even around the world, are figuring Sun Jinwoo's secret. The secret is out now. The secret is out that he is the new 10th S rank hunter from South Korea. So now we go to chapter 78. It's like, it's live. It's like, hey, Jin R, your oppa's on TV, Big Brother, right? So there's this girl. Oh, she's using a Samsung phone. I can totally see that. It says, live, a new S rank hunter is born. And then you see all the messages that are popping up from the phone. It's like, what kind of nonsense is that? Why would my oppa? And then you see the sister is like, what's going on? And then 10 minutes earlier from that, even if my evaluation doesn't go well, I'll end up receiving a low rank. I will fight monsters to repay the love and kindness received by everyone until now. Regardless of the evaluation result, I, Lee Ming-sung, will protect the citizens as a hunter. And then what, Ziming is retiring regardless of his rank. So all the he is just like a detention hog, man. So you're saying that you're ready to abandon your title as Asia's #1 star to be a low rank hunter. That's right, everyone. Pay attention to me. Oh my, he's so arrogant. He's like an attention whore, man. Such an attention whore. I am the #1 star announcing his retirement. Mr. Lung Sing here over there. Are you really willing to throw everything away, even if you become a low rank hunter? But of course, that's a blatantly lie. I've already been evaluated as an A ranker. Just 2 years, I plan on receiving a huge sum of money for 2 years as a hunter while under the employ of the Reapers Guild Public Relations. This is the best when it comes to eliminating any weird rumors or complications with military service. Stepping down from the highest point and risking my life is to protect the citizens. Isn't that pretty a spectacular role? It's like, and here is the Reapers Guildmaster Lee Kyung-kyu, who has shared my vision. And what? An S rank? Oh, it's like, have you just received the news from the association? What, are you telling me this now? Is it true that the 10th S rank hunter has been announced? Oh, she's like, what's just happening? The homepage already updated. This guy, Sun Jinwoo, S rank, right on the phone. And another Samsung, by the way. This is the 10th S rank hunter. Didn't they say the evaluation room was off limits this morning? It wasn't because of Lee Ming-sung. Is everyone's like looking. When the evaluation room was booked for the new S rank hunter instead of Lee Ming-sung, I can't miss this opportunity for reporting the news of the 10th S rank hunter. Everyone. So now they're trying to like get their way in front of the security. It's like, let us through. We heard that there's a new S rank hunter. Shouldn't you notify us when these kinds of things ahead of time? Step aside. What S rank? There's a new S rank hunter today of all days? Oh yeah, he doesn't know what to do. Hey, reporter Lim. Ah, Mr. Lee Ming Sung, I'll contact you later. Oh, that's right. Change tomorrow's headline. The woes of an E rank turn into tears of joy for an S rank. So even the newspaper is changing everything that they planned. What is this? He's like, bing, kind of like wind. Almost, you can see kind of like a tumbleweed, almost. And then you see all the pictures and videos. Isn't that Mr. Sung? Why is Mr. Sung on the news? You're right. It's like, I knew it. The moment he looked into my eyes. Let's see what kind of wicked things he did. Mr. Sung, what kind of crimes did he commit? South Korea's 10th rank S rank hunter, Sun Jinwoo, has just... And then that stupid guy is like, oh my god, now everyone's looking. Even the minor leader's like, you're so stupid. And then you see his friend, the healer that retired being a hunter. Oh, and then you see the former master, Mr. Kim. Mr. Kim is right there. So the healer girl and Mr. Kim are seeing the news right there. The reawaken is like they just announced him as an S rank mage class hunter. So did you succeed in recruiting Sung Jin Woo? So this is Jin Ho. It's like, I'm sorry, father, I couldn't win over boss. Boss has decided to create his own guild and offered me the position of mice master. Wow. Did you know why I wanted to create the Yugin Hills? So that's the father saying, isn't it because of money? If it's about money, I already have plenty. Do you really think that I would create a major guild that would cause trouble for a few extra pennies? It's like, okay, then why? It's to protect us. The powers and influences of the hunters are growing every day, right? There are even cases of one hunter's influence and power being equivalent to an entire nation. There are also these so-called world ultimate hunters that have surpassed an S rank and have become known as nation level hunters or national hunters. In a situation where all small nations are already treating hunters like kings, how long do you think the law and the government's authority will protect us? I wanted to gather trustworthy hunters by creating a guild. Dependable hunters that weren't drawn by money or personal connections. You seem to already found such a person. You have passed. I'll leave the Yugin Guild to you. Oh, really? He's giving him the guild? Develop the Yugin Guild. It's like, make allies of strong and trustworthy hunters. They will soon become more valuable than any form of wealth. Thank you, father, but I don't think I could do that, huh? I will join the boss's guild. Whoa, he actually turned down his dad. That was the thing that he wanted to do. Why are reporters taking pictures of me instead of Leung Ming Sung? It's like, Mr. Sung, are you an E rank? Are you the E rank Sung Jinwoo that was working under the association? You just became a rarely witnessed double awakened hunter. How do you feel at this moment? Mr. Sung Jinwoo, please look over here. Mr. Sung Jinwoo, smile for us. The entire nation is watching. Oh, so everybody knows. It'll get tiring if you deal with them. Let you escort out of this place. And then he disappeared in front of Mr. Beck. It's like, I'm fine. Oh, it's like, huh? Wow, everyone. What was that? A mage class hunter with that kind of movement. And even Mr. Choi, Mr. Beck, is fast. To the extent that even my eyes couldn't follow him. I already knew that he was strong. But that isn't the problem currently. His movements just now. The magical energy from the evaluation room. And he's much stronger than before. The current Sun Jinwoo is definitely stronger than us. His double awakening or second awakening should have happened quite some time ago, but it doesn't make sense that he's gotten even stronger. And Mr. Choi's like, what is going on? No, maybe it's not a second awakening. Maybe he's a hunter that can continuously grow. I think the secret is out right there. Secret is out. Oh boy, everyone is like, now everybody knows who is Hunter Sun Jinwoo, and he is the new S rank hunter of Korea. So now we go to chapter 79, and now this is the breaking news from South Korea. First up rank S rank hunter in 2 years. It says Sun Jinwoo. Oh, so this is from the United States. That bastard. He was alive. each and every one of them cocky bastards. So the guy that is trying to hunt him down for the killing of his brother now knows his name, and now he knows he's an S rank hunter. I've been appraising artifacts for some time, but this is my first red dyed orb that I've seen. Also, it's an appraiser. It really is able to amplify magic by 100%. Even the most famous artifact masters craftsmen can only create orbs that about 50% amplifications after pouring out their heart and soul. If Choi were to see this, he'd be walking in here with stacks of cash. It says, where did you purchase this? I found it in a dungeon. You found it in a dungeon? You can find something like this in a dungeon. Would you like to auction this item off in our auction house? We can help you find the best price. I'll think about it. I want to clear the demon castle as soon as possible and craft the holy water of life for his mom. I need the artifacts to protect me from the demon's castle's heat wave. It says, is it possible to purchase artifacts with fire resistance? Fire resistance? Would it be difficult to obtain? Not at all. It's actually the opposite. Oh, I couldn't really find any online. So it's like artifacts with elemental resistance are usually expensive, so we don't put them on sale online. However, there's something that you can easily obtain. Among the different magic types, fire is the most common. So the appraiser is actually taking Sun Jinwoo into a bigger room, like a secret room that needs like a code to go inside. Well, Mr. Song and Mr. Choi were all both magic casters, and even Tuss was using fire magic. Please follow me. So now it's a room full of artifacts. Do you see anything you like? Is it safe to keep these artifacts behind these thin glasses? These thin sheets of glasses. So is it safe to keep these artifacts behind these thin sheets of glasses? I don't see any special security device. These sheets of glasses have been reinforced with magic and won't have any problems, even if an A rank hunter were to hit them with all their might. Even if an A rank were to hit it, would you like to try hitting it? It wouldn't if you don't believe my words. If you're successful in breaking the glass, you might have to keep the artifacts inside. I can sense some magical energy, but is it really sturdy? And oh, look at the appraiser. He's looking at Sun Jinwoo. He's ready to hit it. Oh no. I was just kidding. If you were to break it, the veteran hunters will come rushing here. I was like, oh, whoo. He was like, okay. Our auction house has a contract with the Hunters Guild for security. Wasn't this guy a mage class hunter? How can his spirit be so brazen? Are there any daggers that I can check out? Of course. Hello, I'm the person who's in charge of the weapons. Please come this way. Did something happen? So even there's a crack on the case. He didn't even punch it. He was about to punch it, but there's a crack on the case. It's like, don't tell me he cracked his glass without touching it. Yeah, he did. How much is this? It's like about 3 million won. This dagger is worse than the Night Killer, but it's still expensive. The stats are similar. Rasako's Fang is best. How much would this dagger cost? It's like he's giving says how. I can sense the detailed craftsmanship on this one. It was from the store. It will go for 100 million won at least. It's like a dagger that I purchased for 2.8 million gold from the store goes for that much. Wow, that's actually not bad. Kim Sung-shink's steel blade with plus 10 attack was about 3 million won. And that hardly was useful equipment that Jinwoo was wearing was worth hundreds of millions of won. If I can sell the store bought equipment for that much, I won't have to sell the Orb of Everence after all. So now he's thinking about, wow, all the equipment here suck, right? My equipment that I got from the store is good and it sells for a higher value. Just for like, look at the conversion. He got 2.8 million gold, that dagger, and he's gonna get 100 million won. Not bad, right? Not bad whatsoever. So now he's thinking like, now I can get all the stuff that I have in my inventory and sell it, and I can get more money and even get better equipment if he can find them. So now we go back to the White Tiger Guild. Is it possible? A hunter that can continuously grow? So Mr. Beck is kind of like thinking about it. My eyes while in the beast form can accurately determine someone's abilities. Sun Jinwoo was definitely weaker than me during the Red Gate incident, but now it's like, I was a fool. With that kind of ability, he would create his own guild instead of joining someone else's. What's the use of the nation's top guilds to him? If he can keep growing whenever he ends up, he'll become the best. Both Choi and I wasted our efforts in vain. Yeah. And it's like, through the second awakening, Hunter Sun Jinwoo was able to jump 5 stages from an E rank to an S rank, and was given a mage class abilities. Also, right now the TV is on the apartment. That's hilarious. It's like, Master Beck may have given up on recruiting Sun Jinwoo, but I haven't given up. If I talk to him one more time, I could definitely do it. And it's like, Chief, I will help you. I will help you. I will do my best to help you. It's like, damn it. We'll also have to camp out. So you see a lot of reporters out there. Chief Ong, would Mr. Sun Jinwoo even meet us with all these reporters around? Wow. And then the sister Oppa, there are a lot of reporters that haven't left yet. Over there, what? It's like someone is like, look, she's all like sliding. It's like, oh my gosh. It's like, you can't pop your head up. It's like, the sister's like, should I go down there and tell him to leave us alone? No, you definitely shouldn't do that. Oppa's already being trashed on the internet. Lecturing to the reporters will also make it worse. Being thrashed? What did I do to deserve that? You left without paying any attention to the reporters. I'm fine either way. Oppa, you should forget about those reporters as well. Oh, someone's knocking. Oh, so maybe the reporters. They're knocking on our door now. I'll go I'll go talk some sense into them. Oppa, you really shouldn't. Oh, so like even the sister's kind of like hiding right there. He's getting mad. He's like, they're even knocking on our door. I'm gonna go talk some sense into them. It's like, hey, can you please stop? And it's like, boss, my father kicked me out. And he's like, didn't you live away from him? Well, the villa I lived was under my father's name. Boss, that's why I was hoping that, would it be possible for me to stay over at your place for a while? He slammed the door. Oppa, who was that? Someone you know? Nope, never met him in my life. Wow, it's like, Oppa, like, boss, don't lock me out. Oh, that's hilarious. Dear, aren't you being too harsh on Jin Ho? It's like, he deserved it. Oh, so his dad and his mom is like, if he wanted his independence, he should have done it from his own strength, but following his boss. And now he's like kind of twitching his eyes. It's like, how strange. What are you talking about? Your face, I'm seeing double. Dear, and he falls. Dear is like, oh boy, so something's really wrong right there. And now we go to the last chapter of the day, chapter 80. So let's go to chapter 80 right now, and let's see what's going on. So now Sun Jinwoo is leaving. Someone might approach my sister while I'm away. It says, come out. One of these guys should be enough to handle even an A rank hunter. All right, so he's actually leaving his orcs right there. Even, weren't you guys just 4 guards? Why are there only 3 of you? It's like, that's right. I must have been able to turn the last one into shadow because it was stuck in the ceiling. Refer to chapter 72. Hilarious. Only 3 of the generals right there. 2 of you guys go in the back. I'll also attach 2 more to guard, 2 more guards. So keep my sister safe. And they're like, yes, my liege. So the shadows actually went to cover the sister right there. While I'm at it, should I try to protect the neighborhood as well? So now he's summoning some of his soldiers. From this point forward, you guys are the neighborhood's watchmen. Be careful not to get noticed by other people. Now, then commence patrol. So now they're patrolling. Wow, he's like almost like a Batman figure right there. Even if a murderer were to appear, if they weren't on the level of a high rank hunter, they won't be able to beat my shadow soldiers. This should help the world run a bit more peacefully. If he says so, right? Were you able to sleep well? Yes, boss. Motel facilities are pretty great these days. Stay there until we can find our office for the guild. I was skeptical, but to actually turn down the Eugene Architecture's guildmaster position and come here, I can't mock the guy who left because he liked me more. Yeah. By the way, boss, what kind of business do you have in the World Tower this early? And he opened the door. I'm going. Huh? And he disappeared to a dungeon. You have entered the Demon's Castle dungeon. The difficulty will now increase dramatically. So I came prepared with this. It's like the new items to protect me from the heat, from the field's heat. The wind robe, and a nameless ring imbued with the wider attribute purchased from the hunter's auction. My preparations are perfect. So he looks pretty bomb, especially with that thing right there. Pretty cool right there. So it's like a quest has arrived again. It says a normal quest, collecting demon souls, part 2. The monarch of the demons, Barbun, is residing in the highest floor of the demon's castle. Eliminate Bargain and collect the soul. Quest completion requirement: defeat the demon king. Rewards: 1 highest quality runestone, 2 bonus stats plus 30, 3 hidden reward. The rewards are better than they were last time. It says highest quality runestone, shadow exchange, a job specific skill that can be obtained by breaking the rune. A rune stone that will be grant me for my job specific skill. Not bad. Shadow extraction, save shadow, domain of the monarch. I have gained these 3 job specific skills so far, and each and every one of them has been incredible effects. I'm looking forward to it. Floors 1 through 76 have been unlocked. Where would you like to go? 76. So he goes back to the demon castle, and then you see a bunch of demons in the freaking hellfire of like cities right there. And now you see some magic being popped up right there, and a bunch of freaking, and he actually summoned Tusk to help him out right there to fight the other demons. And he's just using some freaking awesome firepower right there, destroying it. You defeated the highest grade demon. You received 1,700 experience. You defeated an ancient demon. You received 2,200 experience. You defeated a highest grade demon. You received 1,700. And he's just leveling up, getting experience points. What an amazing power. Even though he's holding the Orb of Avarice, his abilities should have been nerfed after becoming a shadow. The Orb of Avarice size seems to change according to the user. I should leave it for Tusk for the time being. And then we see his level at the very moment. Status at the moment. So we see that Sun Jinwoo is level 81 right here. So level 81, we see that the one who overcame adversity. Job, Shadow Monarch. HP 24,406, MP 5,019, fatigue 0, strength is 186, agility 175, sense 126, vitality 145, intelligence 189, AP 0, physical damage reduction 46%, passive skills unknown level max, perseverance level 1, advanced dagger arts level 2, active skills springing level max, bloodlust level 1, stealth level 2, vital strike level max, dagger throw, dominator's touch level 2. And now we go back to South Korea. How long have I been asleep? Emergency center. You've been asleep for 2 whole days. And he's like, I've been exhausted. Did you discover anything from the test? Is there anyone close to you that's a hunter or has received an awakening? It's like, why are you suddenly bringing up hunters? You have heard of the eternal slumber? Eternal slumber is a sleep that one cannot wake up from. Not only is it the patient unable to wake up, but the patient also consumes their life force at an incredible rate and thus requires a life support machine that uses magical energy. The eternal slumber emerged after the appearance of the gates, and the illness killed those who cannot afford the life support machine. The patients affected by the illness will constantly feel drowsy and eventually fall into a never-ending sleep. What does that have to do with hunters? Eternal slumber is deeply rooted with magical energy. There are some people who can't withstand magical energy by nature. And eternal slumber is just one of the illnesses that can develop due to the long exposure of magical energy. You have to be more careful with the monster or mana crystals and people who emit magical energy. Considering how suddenly the symptoms appeared, there must be something that stimulated the president's condition. President, is there someone in your family who is a hunter? It says exposure of energy over the long period of time. As time moves forward, the use of magical energy continues to rise, and the people who emit magical energy are constantly increasing as well. It's basically Jinho's dad right there, having that eternal slumber symptoms. For me to be unable to handle the magical energy in this current state of the world means I'm already falling behind. Yu Hyung-han, am I falling behind? I won't lose. I haven't lost yet. At the same time, one of Japan's islands, so this isn't an island right there, and it says, an ant succeeded in reaching the land without dying. And it has wings, by the way. And that itself is the end of the chapter for this moment on right now. But man, it is crazy what we're seeing right now, especially with just with like the solo leveling. We just seen that Sun Jinwoo is already official an S rank hunter. The secret is out, everybody knows who he is, and it's pretty awesome that he's very humble about it. But something to consider, that Sun Jinwoo is someone that we have to kind of see what other surprises is there for Sun Jinwoo, right? There's still many surprises left to be unchecked right now, and it's cool that a lot of the people already know how powerful he is, and even some of the guilds are trying to recruit him, but I don't think they'll be able to, because he's even more powerful than them. What do they have to offer, right? Not much, if you're considering. So I'm gonna show you just a little quick recap of what we read, and then just share with you like how Sun Jinwoo looks at this very moment. So we're gonna see right here that Sun Jinwoo is someone that is pretty awesome right here. So we see that Sun Jinwoo is a guy that was going for a minor. He was kind of incognito because he wanted to see what an A rank dungeon would be, and if he was able to conquer it, right? And he did it under the pretense that he was able to do it, and he actually saved a guild. They saw his powers, and then he gained Tusk, his other new shadow monarch right there. And then we see Miss Cha, the waifu of Sun Jinwoo, probably future waifu if we're thinking about it, a future wife. And she looks amazing. She looks gorgeous, but she kicks ass as well. She's an S rank hunter for a reason, but has this unique, I guess I would say unique ability that can smell other hunters. But for her, the smell is kind of putrid or strong, I would say, very foul. But for when she smells Sun Jinwoo, she's actually kind of shy. She's like, wow, you smell very nice. Kind of like, oh, look, give me some space, girl. But I think she mean it in a very in a good way, because ever since she had her awakening, right, or reawakening, a lot of the hunters that are strong just has a really bad smell and she can't withstand it. So now she's now infatuated with not infatuated, I think more curious about Sun Jinwoo, and I think maybe there's a little crush in there right there. And we just see that Sun Jinwoo is just the goat right there. He's just like kicking ass, taking names, right? And once he went to the Hunter Association to be reevaluated, he did not believe that there was going to be cameras there, because there was another hunter that was kind of doing it for fame. And then that was the face of a guy that didn't know what to do, because it was like, oh, what is this? What is this? I am like on TV. And even the sister was like, I don't know what's going on. And then this is you. And now we see Hunter Sun Jinwoo going to the demon castle, because again, we cannot forget what happened in the past reading. He wants to save his mother, who has the eternal sleep, and with the proper ingredient that he still needs, he'll be able to do it. So now he's on a mission. He's now on a mission to do that. So pretty awesome. But something very interesting that they talked about that it kind of went a lot of over people's heads. It's that there is something that's even higher than an S rank hunter, right? So something just to give you like an idea of what we're talking about, right? So if you remember the chart that I showed you about how the rankings work, right? And I'm gonna put it up again, just to show you what I'm talking about. So when you see the ranking, right, of the solo leveling ranking, so from the lowest to the highest, right? So from the highest to the lowest, you see that E rank. That's where Sun Jinwoo was, right? So there's an S rank right there, one of the highest that you can get. But there's even a level higher than that, because even Gong Hee, the chairman, says you don't know the difference between an S rank, double S, or triple S. So that shows me that even an S rank, there are levels to an S rank, and a rank is a national rank or a nation rank, which is basically its own attack force. It's like almost a nuclear bomb that you have. So I feel like Sun Jin-woo is going to aim to become that, a national rank hunter. So he's an S rank hunter, yes, but he can go even further with the national rank hunter. So pretty cool just to see that right there. So overall, it was a very awesome reading just to see Hunter Sun Jin-woo, and just knowing that he finally achieved on becoming strong. And now it's not a secret anymore. Now he can go to those high-level dungeons, but now the question is, he's going to make his own guild, right? I don't think he's going to join anybody. So we'll see Sun Jin-woo show his power again to the rest of the world. We're going to stay tuned, right? And another thing that we notice is that the father of Jin-ho is sick with the same disease that Jin-woo's mother has, the eternal slumber. So there's going to be lots of connections going on. And he basically kicked out his son because he wanted to go with his boss, or his big bro, right? So even Sun Jin-woo says, yeah, Jin-ho is a very loyal friend, and I could even call him my brother, because he was willing to give up everything, a multi-million or multi-billion dollar, position of a hunter's master hunter position, to just go with him, because he was with him since day one, and he's a very entertaining character indeed. So yeah, again, I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. I hope you guys enjoyed everything that was going on with, I guess, with the reading, and how Sun Jin-woo was growing immensely. He was growing as a character. He was fighting. He was showing that his strength hasn't been tested yet, right? So there's going to be more trials, but this is just a taste of what this new power is, and this reawaken that he went up 5 stages from an E rank to an S rank, and now on the next chapter, or in the next reading, we're going to see where it's going to lead him. Will he be able to get the cure for his mother? And what's going on with those ants in that Japanese island? So everything is going to be coming to place. And then if Miss Cha is going to follow Hunter Sun Jin-woo even further, right? So again, guys, what did you guys think about today's reading? Write your comments below. And if you like the content of this video, please hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, hit the notifications so you know when future videos are available. All right, everyone, I hope you enjoyed today's reading. And again, make sure you join me next time for the next reading of Solo Leveling. All right, everyone, stay awesome.